2005 Ford Transit. Obviously finished in Tornado Reds. It's the Mark 6. It's a 125 model, so the 125 brake. So it'll zing along quite happily. As you can see, this thing's all nice and shiny, all one colour red. 40-odd thousand miles, which I'll show you exactly. Really, really clean. It's obviously had a very easy life. We'll start by having a look at the bodywork. We'll start on this front driver's quarter. This whole panel is lovely and clean and shiny. There's no sign of any corrosion or any chips or scratches or anything at all. It's a little bit of a mark here from some old polish or something, which we'll get off. That's easy enough to do. The plastics on the front corner are lovely and clean. Normally they're all scuffed and marked and dried out, but they're nice. This front arch is lovely and clean. The lip all the way around, nice and sharp. And again, if you have a look in there, all lovely and clean in there. Correct original wheel, and it's got pretty much a brand new Avon tyre on it. And we'll check them as we go around as well. Looking down this side, you can see it's lovely and straight, even the large panel. Really nice and straight all the way down. Got a little bit of a chip just here. The rest of this arch all nice and clean. You've got a tiny little mark just there as well. Coming down onto the sill. Again, you can see the sill's lovely and clean. It's not been jacked up or rammed up anything or anything like that. The lips all nice and straight. If we have a look underneath, you can see that's all nice and clean under there as well. Driver's door, there's no sign of any marks at all on the driver's door. Lovely and clean, even on the keys, around the handle area. All good. All the plastics on the door are nice. Little bits of marks where there's been polish but we'll get that wiped off. That's just a little bit of dirt, but the actual mirror plastics are all good. They've not been bashed off anything. Same with this area here. All the correct stamped glass, nice and clean and clear, not covered in scratches. Obviously, this is a large panel on the side of the van, so normally they're covered in ripples, but this is lovely and straight, as you can see. You've got a tiny little bit of, you can just see where the sign writing's been, so a good polish should sort that out, I would think. But from what I can see, it looks like it was Something and Son Painters and Decorators. And I've only managed to find 2 little bits of evidence it was a painter's van, which I'll show you in a second, which is amazing because they're normally caked in emulsion. This seam here, all the way down, lovely and clean. No sign of any corrosion or anything. Same here, all the way up as well. Gutters and the roof are all nice and clean. Roof probably could do with a polish if we're going to be really picky about it. And then this rear panel here, all lovely and straight, no sign of any corrosion or marks or chips or damage or anything at all. And then in here, all nice and clean as well. Nice, sharp arch all the way around. Good wheel and tyre. Plastics on the back and on the rear bumper again, no sign of any scuffing or marks at all. Really, really good. Same with this rear bumper itself. Normally on a painter and decorator's van, that's got all sorts of different colours of paint running down it, but nope, nothing at all. Both rear tail lights, nice and bright, clear, no sign of any moisture, no cracks. Original Ford stamps in both of them. Both doors on the back. If we turn the camera on this side like this, you can see there's no ripples or dents, or they've not been opened on or anything, or shut with someone's foot. Like I say, this thing's obviously had a really easy life. Around the hinges is all good. You got a little bit of a paint chip on this one here. Got a couple of little marks just here and there, as you'd expect, but it's, you know, 17-year-old van. And again, if we look down this passenger side, you can see lovely and straight all the way down. This large panel area again, really good. Around the door runner is nice and clean. This rear arch, lovely and solid all the way around. Another good wheel and tyre. Have a look at the sill on this side. And again, that lip, perfectly straight all the way down. Underneath looks really nice and clean. Sliding door, all nice and straight. Not really a lot to point out, to be fair. Even in the fuel cap and everything, all nice and clean around that. Door checks and all that sort of stuff. Got a little mark there, but other than that, really good. The sills, and most importantly on a Transit, the steps are lovely and solid on both sides. Have a proper look as we go around the inside. And then this front arch and wing, again, the arch nice and sharp. No sign of any corrosion, good wheel and tyre. Round on the front, you've got 1 or 2 little stone chips here and there, which is what you'd expect, but nothing major. Both front headlights lovely and clean and bright. Bumper sits lovely and straight. It's not dried out or covered in back to black or plastic restore or anything like that. This one's got the fog lights as well. Go around and have a look on the inside. So again, like I say, door shuts, round the step. It's lovely and solid. Inside that arch and everything's good. Doors, the bottom of the doors, all lovely. Really, really good. This door card, lovely and clean. Normally this is all faded away by now, but that's really good. Electric windows on this one as well, electric mirrors as well. So 45,505 miles on this one. Original transit mats. Driver's seat is immaculate. There's no sign of any wear at all on that. You've got a tiny little mark just there, but lovely and firm, nice and comfy. Steering wheel, same sort of condition, no sign of any wear at all really. Top of the dash is really good. Original Ford stereo in there. Heated mirrors and heated screen. Let's see a better spec one. Ashtrays don't look like they've ever been used. One of the evidence of a painter's van. Cup holder's got a little bit of paint there, so a bit of nail varnish remover or something, I'll get that straight off. Obviously 5-speed. Trimming everything on the floor, lovely and clean and tidy all the way around. This thing was driven to us from about 45-50 miles away, which is in North Yorkshire. I've briefly driven it. It starts on the button, it does drive beautifully. And then the next bit of evidence of paint is you just got that little bit there on the step, but again, bit of nail varnish move, we'll get that taken away for you. Inside here, lovely and clean. Again, step really solid, no sign of any corrosion. Bottom of this door, all nice and clean as well. And this side, the bench seat, all lovely and tidy, not dirty, no sign of any wear at all. Even the edge here, really good. Everything else just as you'd expect. Lovely and clean, lovely and tidy. 45,000 mile, well looked after van. Have a look in the back. We'll get both sets of doors open so we can get some light in there. All the doors are open, no clunks, no rattles, no squeaks. We'll start up the front here. So again, sliding door, nice and straight, no rattles or anything in it. It is ply lined on the sides and on the back of the door as well, as you can see. And then we've got ply on the floor with a carpet over the top. Spare wheel there. But there's no funny smells, no sign of any sort of moisture or dirt or anything like that. The door shut here could do with a good clean, but other than that, all really, really good. There's no sort of bashes or dents in the doors where things have rattled and rolled into them. Ply lining's nice. It's got the odd little mark here and there, but it's not been bashed to death. And the roof is lovely, shiny all the way down, no ripples. Nothing at all to worry about in that. We'll go around and have a look under the bonnet. Like I said, it was driven here. Starts on the button every time for us. Gear change is lovely and smooth. Nice and tight, just as you'd expect. Excuse this dodgy camera work while we get this bonnet pinned up. Told you it was going to be dodgy. Right, so in here again, immaculately clean. Even around the engine, intake, everything's all lovely and clean. There's no sign of any fluid around those injectors or anything like that. It's a bit of an issue on transit. No sign of any fluid on the floor. We'll get it started up. Like I said, start on the button. 2 sets of keys, 2 fobs. If you check the description, we'll detail what we've got in the way of service history, things like that for it. There you are, fired up straight away. No warning light other than it's asking for a bit of diesel. So there you have it. 2005 Tornado Red Mark 6 Transit. It's a 125, obviously TDCi. 45,000 miles. If you've got any questions, please let us know. We're happy to send any more photos, videos, answer any questions. We are open for viewings every day. Just give us a shout. We'll make sure someone's here for you. Or if you can't get to us, let us know and we can always do a video call for you. Thank you.